its east-west spice mix of influences, flavors, cultures, religions and histories, that makes this country so intoxicating. This is a land of sensorial richness, in its bazaars and mosques, its food and arts, of exoticism and romance, from its Ottoman palaces to fairy tale Cappadocia. Its beauty spots are equally diverse. Inland there are otherworldly landscapes and ancient wonders to be explored, once the playgrounds of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, Caesar and Alexander the Great, and yet they are little visited compared with similar sites in Italy and Greece. To help you find these spots, we've rounded up the most beautiful places to visit in Turkey. Number 1 Balat, Istanbul. Istanbul's artsy neighborhood of Balat, the old Jewish quarter, has color-popping pockets amid its more down-at-heel residential streets, bright painted stairs, like those up to Insur Agassi Kabisi Cafe, street art, parasol-shaded streets and terraced wooden houses in sugary pastels and rainbow shades, tri-pyramid Caddesi. Wind around the steep cobbled lanes to dig out surprises in the rootsy cafes and vintage shops, live music venues and edgy art galleries. Number 2 Butterfly Valley, Fethi. One of the greatest rewards for walkers on the Lishan Way is the spectacular view as you pass above Butterfly Valley, a jag of cove sheared out of the land, colossal cliffs rising sheer and scrubby either side of the narrow blue bay, fading to turquoise at the shore. On the toenail of sand and pebble beach at the foot of it, accessible only by boat, there's a campsite with a beach bar serving beers and grilled fish, and yoga classes are held beneath the trees. Heading inland. The valley, used for all eternity as a goods route, leads through lush greenery and waterfalls, and in springtime, is filled with 100 species of butterfly. Number 3, Ephesus. Turkey has a great number of ancient sites, most far less visited than similar sites in Italy and Greece, and Ephesus, now UNESCO protected, is arguably the grandest of them all. The Temple of Artemis, which stood in the ancient city of Ephesus, was one of the original 7 wonders of the world. Little remains of it now, but the remains of Ephesus are wondrous nonetheless. Set back from the Aegean coast, the settlement began 9,000 years ago. Their Roman, Christian, Ottoman, Hellenistic and Greek monuments, colonnaded streets, temples, a huge amphitheater, the Celsus Library whose carved facade still stands today, archways framing the blue Mediterranean sky. Number 4, Kos. Far enough from the big seaside hubs to keep it offbeat, the old fishing village of Kos remains a hideaway for hippie travelers and boho chic Turks. Crazy paved streets are lined by traditional whitewashed houses, wooden balconies overhung with billowing bougainvillea, against a backdrop of mountains. It sits beside the most delicious turquoise sea, rustic swimming terraces and daybeds built over the water, piled with bright cushions and textiles. The village's Kaputas beach is a knockout, all dazzling white and bright blue, surrounded by dramatic cliffs. And nearby, off the island of Kikova, there's an underwater city to explore with snorkels, visible beneath the crystal-clear water. Number 5, the Domes of Istanbul. Across the Golden Horn, the more modest Ortaköy Mosque is one of the city's prettiest, white in marble and stone, with pink mosaics within. Located at the water's edge beside the Bosphorus Bridge, it is breathtaking at sunset with the golden light, and in the morning, when the call rings out across the water. Some of Istanbul's most beautiful places are its mosques. The city's architectural masterpiece, the Hagia Sophia, began life 1,500 years ago as a Byzantine cathedral, was converted to a mosque by the Ottomans. Then in the 1930s became a museum, until, the summer of 2020, contentiously, it became a mosque once again. But all visitors are still welcome, to pray or just contemplate in awe beneath its soaring golden dome, shafts of sunlight piercing its stained glass windows like the fingers of God. Beside it sits the Blue Mosque, built in the Ottoman era, its interior lined with handmade Iznik ceramic tiles and overhead, painted various shades of blue, and so beautiful that even Pope Benedict couldn't stay away, when he visited in 2006 thanked Divine Providence for it. Built by Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, Suleymani Mosque is just that. High on Istanbul's third hill amid gardens and marble colonnaded grandeur,